Hey knowledge lovers, today we're reviewing the Meta iOS Developer Professional Certificate, a hands-on pathway to launch your iOS career with Swift, SwiftUI, and real portfolio projects. The link to access this course is in the video description. Let's dive in. What this program promises. This professional certificate is designed to take you from zero to job ready. You'll learn the fundamentals of iOS development, build user interfaces with SwiftUI, manage app state and data, and connect to web services. You'll also touch cross-platform development with React Native, so you understand when to go native and when to share code across platforms. The curriculum builds toward a capstone app you can showcase in your portfolio and discuss in interviews. How the learning flows. You start with programming basics in Swift, types, control flow, functions, structs, classes, protocols, and quickly move to Xcode workflows, projects, targets, debugging, and unit tests. From there, you'll dive into SwiftUI, views, modifiers, layout stacks, navigation, lists, bindings, and observable objects for state management. You'll learn to design clean interfaces and follow UI best practices, so your app looks intentional and feels responsive. Working with data and the network. Real apps talk to data. Expect modules on modeling data, persistence basics, and calling web APIs. You'll practice parsing JSON, handling async calls, and updating views safely on the main thread. The track emphasizes the app lifecycle, foreground, background behavior, saving state, and keeping the UI in sync with your data layer, so your apps remain reliable. Cross-platform with React Native. To broaden your toolbelt, the certificate introduces React Native. You'll learn how to scaffold a simple cross-platform app, structure components, manage basic app state, and call APIs. The goal isn't to replace native iOS, but to give you practical context for teams that ship to iOS and Android with shared code. Remember, if you're interested in the course, you'll find the link with the best price in the description. Portfolio-ready applied projects. This program is very build to learn. You'll create a protocol in Swift to architect flexible, testable code. Build a UI in SwiftUI with navigation, forms, lists, and state. Develop a native iOS app that pulls real data and handles edge cases. In the capstone, you'll define a simple product brief, implement features end-to-end, and package the result like a professional project, with screenshots, a README, and notes on trade-offs, perfect for interviews or your GitHub. Interview prep and career angle. Beyond code, there's guidance for technical interviews, from whiteboard-style problem-solving to app architecture discussions. You'll practice explaining decisions, state management, networking, error handling, and walk through debugging stories and performance trade-offs. That storytelling piece is critical when you're pitching yourself for junior iOS roles. Who this is for. Ideal for beginners or career switchers aiming at entry-level iOS roles, as well as web or data folks who want to add mobile skills. You'll need a computer that can run Xcode, macOS for native iOS development. If you don't have a Mac, you can still benefit from the programming foundations and the React Native portion while planning access to a macOS environment for native builds and device testing. My honest take, the strengths, a clear SwiftUI foundation, practical API work, and a capstone that becomes a real conversation piece with employers. The added React Native exposure makes you more versatile, especially for startups and cross-platform teams. Watchouts. This isn't a deep dive into advanced Apple frameworks, e.g., core data at scale, combine intricacies, advanced animations, or the full App Store submission pipeline. You'll get the fundamentals and professional habits. Mastery still comes from building and iterating on a couple of personal apps after the certificate. You can obtain this program without a one-time payment, simply by purchasing a Coursera Plus subscription, which offers access to this certificate and more than 7,000 other courses for a monthly or annual fee. The link with the best price will be in the video description. Until next time, knowledge lovers.